There's no groovy green slime theme song with this one. Slime City was released in the spring of 1988 and had an extended stay at the theaters due to the film's successful run at box office. Considering it's an independent film, there's really nothing to note of the cast here, but Greg Lamberson would make his directorial debut with Slime City and would go on to make hits such as Killer Rack, Snow Shark, Ancient Snow Beast, and apparently Lamberson was also a production assistant on Class of Nukem High and TMNT Out of the Shadows. He would also make a documentary in 1998 about the making of the film titled Making Slime, which I couldn't find, considering I'm sure YouTube is full of making slime videos that aren't really about the movie. But what I did find is the trailer, which really saves you an hour 20 because it holds nothing back. The film follows our lead college student Alex and his girlfriend Lori. Alex just moved into his new apartment full of a cast of strange characters. Old lady Lizzie owns the place, and her tenants Ruby, Ramon, and Nicole, who's our hot goth chick. All independent 80s horror flicks just need at least one. Alex gets to know Ramon pretty quickly. Ramon fixes him up a slime dinner, as he calls it, a Himalayan yogurt. He also fixes him some quote-unquote wine from the dead guy who built the building. We learn the dude who ran the place years ago was an occultist and made his own wine and that slime, and he wrote a book or two, Dummies for the Occults. That night, Alex bangs Nikki in a black and white, where we see Zachary, the occultist, I guess. He wakes up from his wet dream covered in slime and begins his transformation. The slime will overtake Alex at times and turn him into this murderous slime monster, which we learn is actually Zachary overtaking his body. The big reveal of the film is that all the tenants are actually possessed by Zachary's followers. They all killed themselves because they conquered life, now they're taking a stab at death. Leaving behind the slime are ectoplasm and the elixir for his daughter, Lizzie, who owns the place, to guide the return. We get a few kills here, not very many. He beats the shit out of some homeless dude over some spare change, poor guy. And some hooker bites the dust. She's also not that jazzed about getting killed.
You crazy bastard!
The hooker's disappearance is actually why some random detective douchebag joins the cast, but he really doesn't matter that much. A couple of dudes stop Alex in the alleyway, and one goes to stab him before Alex's stomach opens up and eats the dude's hand, and it affects straight out of the thing. Just not as good. But I will say the bulk of the $100,000 budget must have gone towards good effects. It's just a shame we only get to see it for like 2 scenes. Alex's buddy stops by to check on him and becomes the third on our body count. One thing I'll rant about quickly before the climax is there's half a dozen sex scenes in the film, but no nudity. 80s B-movie horror is known for 2 things: boobs and blood, and we're missing the latter here.
I see naked bodies engaged in unspeakable acts.
I want to see too. But anyways, Lisa comes to the apartment and Alex has officially become Zach and attacks Lisa. Here we get some solid effects here, and she even chops off his... But it's no use. He keeps on coming. She chops off arms and even knocks the dummy back with his stomach gaping open. He starts gooping everywhere and his head opens up. A salmon-looking brain tries to make an escape, but she chops it up, and the movie just kind of ends here. Oh yeah, Detective Douchebag wants to move it now to sequel Hulk, I guess. The film is poorly paced and obviously a directorial debut, but has some good effects and a story straight off a Full Moon desk. The movie is a bit slow getting to the kills, and at least it doesn't totally drag, and for the most part get me interested, well, except for Jerry's rant.
There was something else. She says, "It's too loud, Jerry. It's too loud." I said, "Oh, that's it, huh? Well, I'm gonna blow my nose anyway I damn well please, and if you don't like it, you can just..." Hey, are you listening to me or what?
We do, however, actually get a sequel, Slime City Massacre, released in 2009, which I haven't seen yet, and I'm not sure if it picks up from the actual sequel Hulk, because from the bio, the film has no mention of how the last one ends off. It's a fun semi-slasher, semi-seductive replacement kind of film, but it fails at giving the audience a sense of dread. You never feel connected to any of the characters. The impending doom is sort of just there, and in watching the film, it seems like there's no out for Alex to work for. There's nothing to set up that could maybe save him, so when he's out there killing, there's no stake that Alex is stuck doing this. It's not played to be tragic, and there's no setup for the audience where they're not really left with any emotion conveyed, from the lead. Stuff kind of just happens. One thing I do like is that 80s New York grunge it has to it. The dirty apartment building, homeless-ridden streets. I kind of wish they played that up a little bit, give you that aspect a little bit more in the movie. I look at it as almost a subgenre of its own. You got Basket Case, Street Trash, Chud, and even in the 90s with Frankenhooker. All movies I reviewed, by the way. A bit of a running theme, I guess. But it's a fun film anyway. Some goopy gore, a not naked seductive goth neighbor, a basement brewery, a pack of wild gangsters, some tummy aches, a dead hooker subplot, a random psychic cold selling people in the street, and an invisible gooper.
Yo, let's get the fuck out of here.
Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you're not already, drop a little subscription down below. Make sure you stay tuned because every day in the month of October, I'm dropping a different horror movie review. I believe they come at 7 a.m. Eastern time. And so keep an eye out for that. And then every other week throughout October, there's a bonus comic video still coming up. I still want to make sure there's still some combo content on the channel. And then throughout the rest of the year, there's combo content every single week, 1 to 2 times a week. Plus, I do the YouTube Shorts where I post stuff on there every day. I got the Instagram, I got the Facebook, I got the Facebook group Fandoms Unleashed where you get a behind-the-scenes look at the whole channel, everything, Connor's Comics, the whole company, all that kind of stuff. So all that is linked down in the description below. And again, make sure you subscribe. Keep an eye out for updating daily videos. And until next time, peace.